What is good, ninjas? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to the PE Nintendo Switch news video that I have here for you guys. Today, we've got some awesome information for you, in addition to, of course, the Nintendo Direct happening this Thursday, so we're going to break that down at the end of the video. So let's go ahead and get right into it here. But first, we're starting off with SteamWorld Dig 2, which runs on a custom engine, and that was ported to the Nintendo Switch in just a few days. Now, this is according to Image and Form. So here's another interesting tidbit of info that points to how easy developers are having with taking their games from PC or wherever they're at and porting them over to the Nintendo Switch. We already know that SteamWorld Dig 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch first, and then it's coming to other platforms, but it seems like Image and Form has had a really easy time actually porting this over and getting the game up and running on the platform. They're obviously going PC first, that's where a lot of developers do their thing, but they also revealed that they use a custom engine. It's not anything like Unity or something like that, their own in-house custom engine, kind of like Shinin, and furthermore, this engine was good to go with Nintendo Switch in just a few days, so pretty awesome there. While Nintendo is touting the ease of porting Unreal Engine and Unity, it seems like other developers are going different routes in order to get their games on Nintendo Switch, even with custom engines. So I think that's where like the OpenGL and other things come into play that the Nintendo Switch can offer to developers. And this is especially good for smaller developers who don't have all the resources in order to optimize and do certain things for quite a long time. And that's why I think even some indie games didn't come to the Wii U or took a very long time, just because it was a very different type of development atmosphere. Whereas with the Nintendo Switch, you're having just a much smoother system. You're having a system that can port over a lot easier, obviously a lot more modern architecture when it comes to Nintendo Switch and what they're using. Something that's been around for a little bit. Developers have a grasp on what it can do when it comes to NVIDIA, the Tegra chip. So I'm really happy that Image and Form is having a smooth time porting over the game. And this game, SteamWorld Dig 2, should be really good on the Nintendo Switch, and then of course coming to other platforms. I'm looking forward to actually going through and seeing all the different gameplay improvements that they've done. They're adding a lot of little things here and there in order to make the experience better, and I think that they're going to have an overall better game when it comes to the story, gameplay, and everything, especially with this custom engine and how fast they're able to get it over on Switch. And it should be coming to the Nintendo Switch this summer sometime, so we'll see how it turns out. Alright, and moving on to the next article here. Nintendo has announced a brand new Nintendo Direct presentation set for April 12th here in the United States and April 13th in other parts of the world, and it will be at 3 p.m. PT, that is 6 p.m. ET, and it's set to focus on ARMS and Splatoon 2. So this is what Nintendo said on their official Nintendo of America Twitter account. Tune in on April 12th at 3 p.m. PT, 6 p.m. ET for information on Nintendo Switch and 3DS in a new Nintendo Direct presentation focused mainly on ARMS and Splatoon 2. So don't expect too much stuff outside of ARMS and Splatoon 2, since they're saying that it's going to mainly be focused on that. However, there should be a few titles here and there outside of those two based on just the phrasing of this, in addition to the 3DS as well, so we could get some Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia news, and maybe some news on Ever Oasis, which they haven't really talked about in quite some time. So I'm thinking there's going to be something like that. Now, let's talk about these two games, and let's talk about some news that we actually learned a little bit before this. So Nintendo will be having some Nintendo Network maintenance scheduled for today and on April 12th. What is happening there? Because usually when Nintendo does that, when they schedule maintenance like one day and then a few days later, there's usually something going down with their online services in terms of adding something for Direct. Now, they did this a few times with the Wii U, and I think they've done it with the 3DS as well. So could we be getting some type of demo or some type of new feature or announcement for the Nintendo Switch when it comes to online because of that maintenance? Maybe there is going to be an ARMS demo. Maybe there's going to be an ARMS test fire beta thing sign up. Maybe there's going to be something that they're going to do. Let's talk about ARMS first, since it's coming out before Splatoon 2. ARMS, we still need to learn a lot more details about ARMS. ARMS, we don't have a single player campaign, or we haven't seen anything along like that. All we've seen is just basically the versus mode. We still don't have any information on online play, and we're still missing some characters because Nintendo said the characters that they've shown so far are not the only characters in the game. So I'm expecting that. That's the breakdown that I'm going to kind of put out there that I think is going to happen. We're going to see some new characters for ARMS. We're going to see the first look at the single player or campaign mode, and then we're also going to get a glimpse of online battles or some of the online modes, and maybe even an announcement of a demo or like a test fire to where you can play some games. Not really sure about that last one, but I do feel that we could get some online information, how the online leaderboards are going to work, rankings, things like that. As far as ARMS goes, because there's still a lot of information that we still need to see on that game. It's already looking slick and beautiful. The colors are very vibrant, and I'm looking forward to seeing what else that they have to offer, and just to seeing some new characters because they haven't revealed everything at this point. Now, moving on to Splatoon 2, I do think Splatoon 2 still needs a lot of stuff that we still have to see. Obviously, that first trailer that we got didn't really tell us everything. Callie and Marie, what's going on there? What's up with the single player? We still need to know what's going on with Amiibo support. Heck, there might even be Amiibo in ARMS. Maybe they announced a new ARMS Amiibo. So we still need to see with Splatoon 2 online multiplayer. We've got a little bit as far as the test fire goes. They've announced some of the modes, but there still probably should be more. Plus the single player campaign, we haven't seen anything on that at all, and a lot of people really love the single player campaign in Splatoon 1. So I'm guessing there's going to be more info on the single player campaign, in addition to online, more modes as far as what you can do, maybe even more gear and features. Nintendo has yet to really launch their online services at this point. I know the app is coming with that at that point, so maybe we get some information on that, how you're going to be able to connect and how things are set up through there, because that was one of the big criticisms with Splatoon 1 on the Wii U, is just trying to get things set up. They tried, but it just didn't really work as well as it could have. So let's see if they actually fix some of that, or if they even talk about it at this event. Now I'm kind of moving into the last part here. What I think that we're definitely going to see is release dates. We need solid release dates for both of these games. I'm expecting a mid to late May release for ARMS and a mid to late June or maybe July release for Splatoon 2. That's what I'm thinking with both of those games. May is actually pretty good because we have Street Fighter and we also have ARMS, so I'm thinking that they're going to wait just a little bit, and it's either going to be a late June or July type of title for Splatoon 2. I don't think it's really going to go further than that. Then of course we have E3 in June, so there's going to be new titles announced, and heck, some even probably releasing in the next month or two. Nintendo is actually teasing their E3 coming up. I do think there's going to be a lot on the table when it comes to this direct, since they're focusing on these two games, and I'm not sure what other games that they're going to show, but we could get a surprise here or there. I don't think it's going to be anything significant, but you never know with Nintendo, it could be significant. We have to wait and see. Maybe they talk about some system features or upgrades or something like that, maybe more on the service. We'll have to wait and see what they have to say, but April 12th is the day that we're going to see it. Should be fun, and we talked about two awesome games with ARMS and Splatoon 2. I'm excited to see that, and of course I'll be live streaming all of it right here on PlayerEssence, and you guys can watch it with me and discuss everything. So what are you guys looking to see out of this new ARMS and Splatoon 2? What are your predictions for this event as far as what they're going to announce for these two games? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Alright guys, that wraps up for this video here. Go ahead and hit that like button if you did like it. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you ninjas for the next video. Peace.